Atheism is so senseless. When I look at the solar system, I see the Earth at the right distance from the Sun to receive the proper amounts of heat and light. This did not happen by chance. This most beautiful system of the Sun, planets, and comets, could only proceed from the counsel and dominion of an intelligent and powerful being. To explain all nature is too difficult, a task for any one man or even for any one age. 'Tis much better to do a little with certainty, and leave the rest for others that come after you. It may be that there is no such thing as an equable motion, whereby time may be accurately measured. All motions may be accelerated or retarded, but the true, or equable, progress of absolute time is liable to no change. All variety of created objects, which represent order and life, in the universe could happen, only by the willful reasoning, of its original creator, whom I call the Lord God. Fidelity and allegiance, sworn to the king is only such a fidelity, and obedience as is due to him, by the law of the land, for were that faith and allegiance, more than what the law requires, we would swear ourselves, slaves and the king absolute, whereas, by the law, we are free men, notwithstanding those oaths. God made and governs the world invisibly, and has commanded us to love, and worship him and no other God, to honor our parents and masters, and love our neighbors as ourselves, and to be temperate, just, and peaceable, and to be merciful even to brute beasts. It is reasonable that forces, directed toward bodies depend on the nature and the quantity of matter of such bodies, as happens in the case of magnetic bodies. We are certainly not to relinquish the evidence of experiments, for the sake of dreams and vain fictions of our own devising, nor are we to recede from the analogy of nature, which is wont to be simple, and always consonant to itself. The motions of the comets are exceedingly regular, and they observe the same laws as the motions of the planets, but they differ from the motions of vortices in every particular, and are often contrary to them. Infinites, when considered absolutely, without any restriction or limitation, are neither equal nor unequal, nor have any certain proportion, one to another, and therefore, the principle that all infinites are equal is a precarious one. That the divided but contiguous particles of bodies may be separated from one another is a matter of observation, and, in the particles that remain undivided, our minds are able to distinguish yet lesser parts, as is mathematically demonstrated. The ancients considered mechanics, in a twofold respect, as rational, which proceeds accurately by demonstration, and practical. To practical mechanics, all the manual arts belong, from which mechanics took its name. I have explained the phenomena of the heavens, and of our sea, by the force of gravity, but I have not yet assigned a cause to gravity. Hypotheses should be subservient only in explaining the properties of things but not assumed in determining them, unless so far as they may furnish experiments. Religion and philosophy are to be preserved distinct. We are not to introduce divine revelations into philosophy, nor philosophical opinions into religion. I there represent that I sent notice of my method to Mr. Leibniz, before he sent notice of his method to me, and left him to make it appear that he had found his method before the date of my letter. The motions, which the planets now have, could not spring from any natural cause alone, but were impressed by an intelligent agent.